It decided to rain 4 days before my big pond dig, and so I need to check the pond area to see if there's any standing water and pump it out if there is. I have a 25-ton excavator and a 20-ton wheel loader that's going to be dropped off in just a few days, and I'd like to have the pond area as well prepared as possible to prevent operational issues. I'm paying a lot of money to rent these two machines for 7 days, so I want to make sure that nothing is slowing me down during the dig.
Alright, so ground is a little bit soft. You can see there. This is about 4 days before bringing the excavator out and the wheel loader. And so I check over here. Did get some water. I think it was so dry it probably sucked up some of the water into the crevices. This part here needs to be pumped. Oh, those dragonflies. That is the stain of grass right there. See how it's kind of a brackish color?
Yeah.
It's the grass that I cut. That's not too bad though. That won't take too much to pump that out. I could probably even use the smaller pump. Got a little bit of water over here. And good thing I cut all this grass. It's a lot easier to get over here. All right, not too bad. So what do you think, Christian?
I don't know.
All right, so just need to get the pump out. That'll take about maybe 45 minutes to get this water out. All right, so I just bought another sump pump here, and it's because this blue one here stopped working. If you might remember from one of my previous videos, this was not working after several uses, and I really don't like the float switch here because that can not work properly sometimes, and so it's better just to leave that off and just have it running all the time. I don't have anything connected to an electrical circuit all the time, so it's not needed to have this anyway. So I'm going to put this tube on the new sump pump here. So I'm going to be putting this hose onto this one here, and we'll go ahead and use this one. We won't have to worry about float switches causing the sump pump to turn off. I just saw something go in when I pulled that out. So there is a scorpion in there somewhere. Ouch. It crawled all the way through all that tubing to get to the pump. There he is. Yeah, big old scorpion right there. Alright, well that didn't fit quite right with the bigger hose here. So I don't have the right adapter, so I'm gonna try to use that may not work either. Alright, we're going to plan B, which is I have another sump pump. It's a 1/4 horsepower. This is a 3/4 horsepower. And I'm gonna just have to get in the right hose for this particular one. It's probably gonna be a 1-inch hose. This may take a little longer with a 1/4 horsepower pump, but that's all I got right now. I can get the bigger one out, but it's really not that much water. Golly. You know what, I'm gonna just get the 3-inch Predator out and get this done because this isn't going to fly with a 1/4 horsepower pump. That'll take forever. Finally. All right. All right, so that's probably all I can get with a 3-inch pump. It can't suck up unless it has a vacuum, and it's got that debris filter at the front, and so I think that it's just not getting down deep enough. So I might have to come in with a 1/4 horsepower electric pump and kind of finish that off. Some of these other places too. Okay, so I'm just finishing up draining the pond here from the rain a few days ago. I got 4 days before the excavator's coming, and I just want to get it as dry as possible. It can deal with some mud, but just to make it cleaner for me to come in here and do my scooping. And right here, I think right in here is where I'm going to be putting some kind of drain. So I'll need to cut that with the excavator, and that'll allow for it to have a spillway. And so I'm just kind of looking at what I have here. I think right here, so I'm just going to have the excavator probably come in over here, come down, and then we'll start in this area right here. And I like this to be the deepest area, and so I'll be doing this area as deep as possible, and then I'll be moving back this way and getting this area. But I want to make sure this is all deep before I do it, because I don't know how long I can dig, given the period of time I have, how much I can dig out here. They said I have 7 days, but 40 hours worth of excavator time for that 7 days. So that's 40 hours that I need to be able to get as much dirt out of here as possible. And so if I do that deep over there, and I'm not able to get super far this way, I could ultimately come back later and rent the excavator again and start where I left off, because that side will already be deep. Because if you make all this shallow and just make it wide and shallow, then it'll be a pain to try to excavate the shallow area once it's in the water a ways away. So that is the plan for now. You can see here I got most of the water that was in there. And 4 days away from go time.
I leave you with a UFO in the sky. No, actually, it's just a balloon in the shape of the number 5. Pretty interesting, though. Apparently, 2 kids walked out of a store in the nearby town of Pleasanton and accidentally let go of the balloon. He still had the balloon with the number 1, since it was his girlfriend's 15th birthday. Oh well. Hey, thanks again for watching my videos, and all the great comments you've written. I appreciate your suggestions and support. In the next video, you'll see the start of the big pond dig, so make sure you tune in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.